Hi babe, can you believe we're here? We're getting married today. I love you so much, and I know this is going to be the best day of our lives. I'm already crying writing this. It's a long one. Back in 2017, when I applied to a random LinkedIn ad to be a customer care agent at a company I'd never heard of before, I had no idea it would lead me to my husband. I am forever grateful for Bill DM leading me to you. I'll never forget the night at Howl at the Moon when you made your move. I literally remember what I was wearing down to my shoes. Little did we know that would be the start of so many walks from work to the seaport that I could drive you home. I knew that we had something special when you would voluntarily sit in traffic with me instead of just taking the orange line home and getting there probably in half the time. That night was the start of many drinks after work nights. I'll never forget the first night you invited me out with the BDR team. You were all going to Battery Park after work, and you went out of your way to invite me to the new onboarding concierge out with the cool sales team. I felt so special for being invited out, and I realized I may have had a little thing for the kid who invited me to hang out. One morning while I was getting ready for work, I distinctly remember my mom saying to me, "Kara, the way you talk about this boy, Derek, is how you should talk about someone." And she proceeded to encourage me to keep asking you out for drinks after work. We probably went to Dooley's that night, potentially that time we ordered those shots of Jameson, and I missed all of the buses and ended up Ubering home. You even stuck around after I caused a scene at Finn McCool's on Thanksgiving Eve when I ordered a buffalo chicken pizza and couldn't eat any of it because I was too hot. Things haven't changed. Even though we weren't officially dating at this point, I knew we were going to become something when, another night after work, we went to Battery Park again. Of course, we had the bomb steak and cheese sandwiches, but what stands out is a specific conversation we had. Derek, we were already talking about the color of our kids' eyes. We said that they would be beautiful either way, but we talked about how they would be either blue or green eyes. Even though it was early on, you already saw me as someone you could want to get serious with and maybe even someday start a family with. Years later, you still talk about how you can't wait to have little babies to take to baseball games and stay up late with and pretend to be asleep when mom comes down and yells at them that it's up past their bedtime. I know you will be the best, most loving and patient dad, and I can't wait to take on that adventure with you and watch our babies love you just as much as I do. I will always cherish the times at Moreland Street, especially in the Cozy Cave. You welcomed me to your apartment as another roommate without hesitation. We had so many cozy wine nights in bed and nights at Laugh Boston that ended, parentheses, probably unnecessary at that point in the night, wine on the couch. Thankfully, you turned me into red instead of white wine. I'll never forget how I felt that day you gave me my own drawer, and then I graduated to half of the closet. It definitely made my life easier because I no longer had to pack endless overnight bags. But what that gesture stood for means more to me than you'll ever know. You make me a better person, and I know that you always want what is best for me. I appreciate how you always talk me through situation, play devil's advocate just to make sure I'm making the best decision. Even though I can get a little crazy and worked up about things that probably aren't that big of a deal, props to me for admitting that, you level me out and bring me down to earth. You make me realize what's important in life, and that is you, and you will always be my priority. Derek, you make me feel like the most beautiful and most loved girl in the world, and I've never for 1 second doubted how much you love me. Whenever I walk into a room, you're the first person I look for. You truly feel like home, and I have never felt as safe as I do when I'm with you. You always put me first in every situation, and I will spend the rest of my life doing the same for you. It is the small things, like being the best sharer I know, getting me a souvenir anytime you travel, and always wanting me to have the best bite, to the grand things like getting down on one knee at our favorite place and asking me to marry you, that have made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't believe I'm going to be your wife today. I get to wake up every day for the rest of my life and snuggle you while you snuggle cuddle pillow.